Yo, 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 it's Jamie, and I'm going to show you how to make a Boy Better Know logo. Let me go into one of these and I'll show you. Oops, discard. Yeah, I'll show you the layers. Nice, blue. Go to the red one. Yeah, so it flashes blue. You can see how each layer is compiled. It's a standalone logo. It's not a black box with things covered up to make it look like Boy Better Know. Standalone. You can change the color of it. You can put it on your gun. It looks pretty cool. Don't hate on my bloodthirsty either. That's all I can get with the pistols. Right, new emblem. Right, we start off for the B. We use the private first class. We rotate it round, and we click the right stick in. I mean, you can stretch and skew when you click the right stick in. Hope you know that already. And we make a right angle. So we use the grid behind to make it 90 degrees. Once you get the rotation right, come on. There you go. 90 degrees. Then click the right stick in again, and then you can just play with the size of the B. Get it the right size, roughly looking like that. I'm doing this very rough, by the way, rushing through. Right, for the bottom of the B, we use a U, and we straight away click the right stick in and make it shorter. And then we click the right stick in again, rotate it, and then make the whole thing smaller. And then we place it, let's make it a bit taller. And then we place it there. Don't worry about trying to get the bottom of the B to match the top of the B in like the size, because the next layer we're going to use is in tools, and it's a heart. Because I got very creative. Right, get the heart, and we squash the heart down from top to bottom, so it's flat. Click the right stick in, rotate, shrink it down, sorry. And that is the belly of the B. And that deals with the length of the top and the bottom. There you go. Doing it very rough, so don't criticize, don't discriminate on the B. Don't be biased. Right. Then for the O, we use a type, we use the O. Obviously. O for obviously. Squash it down till it's a square. There you go. And then place it there. But the top and the bottom of the O are thinner than the sides. So that rhymes. Yes, so layer 5, we use a second lieutenant. Click it, shrink it, rotate it, and we use it to make it thicker, maybe possibly as thick as the sides, or near about. Then we press the back button, which copies the clipboard, press forward on the D-pad, press the start button and paste it. So then you've got the same thing, you can use it for the bottom as well. And that's good enough for a tutorial O. And then for the Y, go to type, go down to the Y, click it, shrink it, because the bottom we don't need, we only want the top of the Y. Click at the right stick again, and then shrink it in full size. And then place it nicely in line. This is pretty good for a tutorial. It needs to be shrunk a bit more. Nicely in line. And then for the bottom of the Y, we're going to use in tools this thing here called Fedora or Fedora. We're going to call it Dora for now, because I don't know how to pronounce it. So Dora, click that, rotate it. Actually, before you rotate it, let's shrink it down, because it's pretty hard to shrink something when it's rotated, because it gets awkward. So we want it to be similar to that. Click the right stick in, now rotate it, and then shrink it down properly like that. Now at the bottom of the Y, that is boy, done. Right, on to better things. Right, for the B, again, we're going to use the copy and paste. Go back to the start, back button on layer 1, go right to the end, paste it in layer 9, move it down, and repeat. For the U, go right to the end, paste, move it down. Doing it very sketchy, you lot can perfect this on your at home. And then go back to the love heart, back button, go right to the end, paste, and move that down. And that shall be done, sketchy B. And then for the E, right for the top of the E, it's the secret. We use second lieutenant, we rotate it, and then we flatten it to the thickness of like one of the B's or whatever. And that is the top of the E, the top of the T's, and the next E. Done. All in one go. And then for layer 13, we go back to the secret ingredient, which is the Dora. Click the Dora. Right, we make it thinner and a bit shorter. There you go. Thinner. Come on. There That's too thin. There you go. Rotate it round. And then shrink it in size. What have I done? There you go. Rotate it straight, please, Jamie. There you go. And that's the back of the E. A bit higher. A bit higher still. Yeah, that's the back of the E. For the bottom of the E, we use a U. We squash it down. It's too much, I can tell already. Then we rotate it and we shrink it no more. Always notice if I'm actually clicking the right stick in to squash something down, by the way. Don't just shrink things and expect them to fit. Click the right stick in and make it fit. And that is the E. Alright, for the T, we're going to go back to the Dora, back button, paste it, move it along. That is the T, done. Best letters in the whole logo. Back button, paste again, that's the next T, done. Best letters in the logo, as I said. Back button again, paste it, that is the beginning of the E, beginning of the end. Right, for the E, we're not going to copy the U from the previous E, we're going to go and we're going to get second lieutenant again. I'm just going to shrink it down to be the middle of the E. Why, Jamie? Why did you do this? Because, as I said, I got creative. And this is what I did. Because you haven't got many layers to work with. How do I do this? There you go. Yeah, you haven't got many layers to work with. So, for layer 19, the bottom of the E, we make it the spine of the R as well. We use private first class. We rotate it around this direction this time. Click the right stick in. Make it a right angle again. 90 degrees. Use the grid in the background for help. There you go. Click the right stick in again. Shrink it down. And that is the bottom of the E and the beginning of the R. Yep. Kudos. Yep, clap. Thank you very much, Jamie. That was so creative. Yes, that was so creative, I know. Don't bread. Right. Put that down. For the next part of the R, we use type. We use a U. We squash it down with the right stick in. More than usual. Click the right stick in again. Rotate and resize. For the R. Let's make it fit. That's all you gotta do, make it fit. There's no right or wrong. This isn't really the logo. Just make it fit, mate. That's that. Then for the, because obviously it's like a flat P right now, you want to make it a bit more curved. We go to the half circle. We squish it. We undo the right click, rotate it and resize at the same time. Multitasking, yep. I'm a man, I can multitask. And look at that. That is a nice curved P at the moment. Perfect. Now for the bottom of the R, we're going to use a lampshade. Yep, you're going to be using a lampshade today. But you never thought you'd be using a lampshade to make BoyBetterKnow logo. Squash it down, not too much. Click it in again, shrink it totally, and rotate at the same time if you're a G. If you're a G, you can do these things. There you go, look at that. Perfect. Not lovely. That's BoyBetter. Right, the T's a bit too close together, but don't worry, actually. Don't worry. As I said, it's not perfect. For the K of no, we're going to actually go back and get one of the T's, one of the Doras, these things. Back button, copy, go right to the end, paste. And that is the spine, the backbone of the K. Make it a bit taller because it needs to be hidden behind the B. There you go. That's the backbone of the K. I don't know where the K falls actually. Is it directly under the B? I'm not sure, but we'll work with that. For the next part of the K, we're going to use the private first class again. Click the right stick in, shrink it a bit, not a right angle though. Click it back in, rotate and shrink the whole thing down. Might be a right angle actually, I'm not sure. Alright, it's not looking too good. What's going on? There you go. It's looking a bit thin. There you go. Lovely. That's the K. Right, for the N, we're going to use type a U upside down. Yep, you guessed it. Shrink it down. And that's the right thickness all round, but it's too long, so you have to shorten it by clicking the right stick in and holding down, shortens it. But when it's the right shortness, the top's too thin and the bottoms are flat, and that's not how the N is, so you make it shorter than it's meant to be. And then we go back and copy the Dora from the K, layer 23, paste it, move it over, and shrink it in size. And that, my friends, is how we curve the bottom of the N. Curved. Copy, paste, move along. Whoops. Move along. That's the bottom of the N's. Done. For the O, we copy the O in this total form from up there. Copy, go right to the end, and paste. Move it down. Perfect. And as I said before, the top of the N's thin, top of the O's thin. So we're gonna get a second lieutenant, turn it on its side. Come on, there you go, flatten it. Not that way, yeah, that way. Click it in and then shrink it down. And that makes the top of the N and the O both the same in one go. Creative, yep. Round of applause again, thank you. And then, yeah, for the W, we're going to do the bottom of the O as well, by the way, as you guessed it, because it's also thin. We don't use a W, we use a U. We're going to use a double U. The original W. Right, that's the right thickness. Then shrink it down. Not that much. Yeah, that much actually. A bit taller. That's it. Then copy, go forward, paste, move it along. So it's a double U, and it flicks off at the bottom of the R like that. That's perfect. That's how the logo goes in real life. There you go. And then we're gonna get, for the final touch, second lieutenant, rotate it sideways, make it thinner by clicking the right stick in, by the way. You can see what we're doing here. Shorter. There you go. There you go. And then we make the bottom of the W and the bottom of the O same thickness, and that is how you do a Boy Better Know logo standalone. It's not as good as the rest, but back out. Let's see, saving. Just save that, apply it. Save it for now. Save successfully. And where is it? There you go. It's looking a bit earthquakey, but it's good enough, and you can perfect it and make it look like that. And once you've got one, you can just press the back. How do you do it? X on it, and you can press create a copy, and it copies it over. Once you copied it over, you can go back to the beginning for layer 1, and you can change the color. You can press A, Y, choose your color you want it to be. I know it takes quite a while to do this. Yellow, A, then A again. So then A, Y, choose your color, A, Y, choose your color, A, and you do it along, and you can do your whole logo different colors. And yeah, have fun. I'll be showing you some more logos soon, but these take so long to create again. So yeah, but yeah, thank you for watching this video, and I love your mum so much. Thank you very much. Bye.